Alright guys, welcome back to another update. Thank you guys for tuning in. As you can see, I took it back a bit so we can kind of get into this map and just kind of illustrate how we were able to conquer this continent. So you can look through the map and just just pay attention, and if you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to just point out a few little things that I see so that you can be aware of some of the strategies that you use when you're getting into these little battles and whatnot. So I'll just give you little pointers and little tips as we look at this map. Let me start by coming over here. If you look right here, I could have, this is his last province right here, and he's holding on to that. I could have attacked that and tried to get that, but I decided to keep that there because that keeps Benny right here a little bit at bay. So I don't have to really worry about him too much right now because he's still got that big boy sitting there, so he has to think about that. And as you can see, I always maintain my borders regardless of what else is going on, and I'm always watching. I'm very vigilant, so if I see anybody start to make any kind of moves in this direction, that's when I kick into action. As you can see, I use my cars everywhere I go. Anywhere you see where you get where I got a lead or I'm cutting in, it's because I'm using my cars. And this, I keep telling you guys, these cars are very deadly in the beginning of a game because they're the fastest land vehicle. So some people wonder, how do I acquire so much land so fast? It's because I'm using the fastest vehicle, the fastest mode of transportation on land. That's why. Okay, so we stay patient here. We don't have to rush and try to get that capital. As we continue to chase down and hunt down the rest of Santa Cruz troops in the southern region of South America, because the primary goal that we had was to get all of the southern parts of South America first, and I felt that was extremely important. Once I got all of the southern parts of South America, which was my primary focus at this stage, I'm fully aware that once I do that, I can create a front line. The front line will probably start about right here, but you won't be able to get back here. So I can build and start to gather my troops and start to allow them to start funneling through. I very much have learned how to master using my Zeppelins. These are very, very, very strong and good weapons to have. You must know how to use them though. So I've described in other videos how to use them, but you'll see it demonstrated on this map. So I got to give the Zeppelins a little bit more credit than I initially did. As you can see, this particular province has revolted, so I have somebody waiting to get it, and we're going to do that because we're not going to let this guy sit in the middle of my nation. It just, unfortunately, that's going to trigger a war, and I don't want to do that just yet. As you can see, every time they move or try to make a move, like right here, he probably left there, I come right behind him. So he's never getting the opportunity to really build. they're constantly losing while not breaking my front line. You see, they tried to send those troops right there, and they got caught up on my fort. Because I'm gonna play defense, and then I know when to, you gotta know when to play defense. You gotta know when to play offense. Make sure we get some forts over there, because I can just feel a little tension in that area. And I'm gonna go ahead and just take that province now, because I just can't allow that to just sit inside of my nation like that. That's out the question.
With Taylor Swift, did you guys at the Super Bowl, did y'all experience like any kind of Matter Daddy or anything like that? What does that mean? I know it's not a football thing, but just like a Matter Daddy. What's a Matter Daddy? Nothing. What's the matter with you? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Yes! With Taylor Swift, did you guys at the Super Bowl, did y'all experience like any kind of Matter Daddy or anything like that? What does that mean? I know it's not a football thing, but just like a Matter Daddy. What's a Matter Daddy? Nothing. What's the matter with you? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Yes! Let's do it.
Sorry about that noise, guys. Look at the oil prices, guys. I mean the coal prices. You're going to see this constantly, gradually rise. And this is going to be something that you wish you went ahead and bought while it was really cheap. This is definitely going to go up. As this go up, that goes up, and that goes up. Once these start going up, they don't come down. So you need to get this while you can. I want to get the rest of this. I'm tempted. I just don't have enough money. If you follow any of my games, you know I buy all the coal up. You got to buy that coal. That's going to give you an advantage later on in the game when you start needing oil and everything else. I see guys play the game and they be begging for oil, begging for resources, instead of learning how to set themselves up to maximize the resources that they have until they can get more provinces with resources that they can expand and accumulate more. But until then, you have to know how to balance out what you do have, like I'm doing right here. So now that I'm going to be spending a lot of more time building up an economy. Before I was more focused on just fighting and battling and all of that. I'm going to show you guys how now I can settle down and focus more on how to set up a good economy, a very strong economy. Because a lot of times you can't do that because you got somebody attacking you, or you still need to expand. At the stage I'm at right now, I can be a little bit more patient and be a little bit more calculative about how I approach this game. And one of my weaknesses was in my ability to focus on the economy. So I will definitely, if you follow this map, you will see different aspects of how I go into managing the way I do the economy. And it's going to be very important. It's going to be very insightful. Look at this rookie mistake. That's a rookie mistake. That's why, guys, when you go to attack somebody, you better make sure you know what you're doing, and you have to be vigilant. Why would you send those troops over knowing I got a level 4 or 5 fort right there? That's just suicide. So now he loses. Hold up. How many did I kill over there? Did it show? Oh, it don't show. But I'm sure he lost. I think he brought like 50 troops over there, so he's already lost like 30-something troops, and that is a lot of troops to lose in the beginning of a game. We just started. So right now you have to make sure you preserve your troops. The beginning of the game, every troop count. That's why you need your forts. He's attacking me right there, but these are rookie mistakes because that's not going to really have much effect. You only got one artillery gun there. He's attacking here, but I have this whole pile of troops sitting here instead of, let me show you what I mean by that. Instead of him thinking, okay, let me go into his weak spot and get into here maybe. That would be smart. Let me leave this alone where he has a whole lot of I already got a bunch of soldiers right there. Why not come this way? I'm just seeing what I would do if I was in this situation. Why not come that way? Why not go ahead and get that, close that back out, get that closed back out, start to set up a line of defense here. You got that right there. You can move him on in. I got the retreat, so I'm retreating from that spot. I'm retreating from here. I'm moving, so you can get all of this back, as well as that. Hold up. All 4 of these, he can get right back. because all I did was rush and sent my little cars through there just to distract you. So you could have got that back very easily and started to build up a more of a defense. Like even right here, this is just a waste of time. Now you got 7 troops that have to walk all the way over here. And all I'm going to do is probably send my guys down here somewhere. So a lot of guys be like, oh man, he done done this. He did that. How he get this? Blah, 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 blah. Well, I show you how I do it. So at this stage of the game, I'm gonna have to go ahead and get at it with Benny here, but I'm prepared for that because, like I said, as long as you got your line and you got your men where they need to be at, you're fine. Now I am making a very risky move going at Benny at this time because I'm already stretched pretty wide here. But these guys are making such amateur decisions that I feel comfortable enough to take the risk. I have a lot of resources at my disposal that I can use. In the event that I feel overwhelmed, but that I would have to see that these guys' skill level, what I'm learning is a lot of guys don't even have the skills. They need to watch my channel and ask some questions because they don't even have the skills really to go toe to toe with me. That's what I'm learning. They can have more troops, more land, more everything, but if you don't have the experience and the information that you need to know how to go into combat, it really doesn't matter. It really don't matter. That's what I'm learning more and more about this game. Is a lot of people complain about people using gold, people using this, people using that, people using resources, multi. And one thing I don't do, I don't do multi accounts. I believe that is cheating. And if I catch somebody doing multi accounting, which a lot of these guys do, these guys right here look like it's a multi account. That's why I didn't want to be a part of that team anymore, because I sensed that. I don't like playing against or with somebody that has a multi-account. That's just called plain and simple. That's cheating. And you don't need to do that because it's just gonna make you. It ain't gonna feel good while you're doing it. And then number 2, it ain't gonna really help you at the end. Because now you got to focus on 2 countries versus 1. So it would be nice to just get this area right here, guys. All of this here. That would be a nice start. And as you can see early on, I can already see this guy right here. It's probably the 2nd strongest player on the continent at this time. So you got to look around when you're playing the game and see what's going on around you. Alright, so we're going to leave it at that, guys. Thank you for tuning in, and stay tuned for the next update. Appreciate my subscribers. Appreciate my members. I will be starting another game soon, so you guys stay tuned for that, and let me know if you would like to join, and I will make sure I make accommodations to make sure you are a part of that map with me on that map. Alright, so till next time, guys, I'll see you later.